Welcome back to KPI Soccer. My name is Scott and I'm one of its co-creators. In this video, we'll show you how to score a game in real time. Hopefully you've had a chance to watch the introductory video which explains what the system is and why we created it. So to reorient you with the game console, which is the user interface, we have the field on the left-hand side. We have the game console on the right-hand side. At the top, we have a setup bar, the game clock, the score line, and the period. We have a game management section, and we have the attacking, defending phase of play section. This times button is where you'll look at the players' playing times and their current shift and their time on the ball. And at the bottom here is an action cast, which timestamps every action that you take on the user interface, and you'll have a verification text readout of what that action was. So let's start a game. We've taken the pitch. We've won the toss by the referee, so we'll click the green directional arrows to signify it's our kickoff. When the referee blows his whistle or her whistle, you'll tap the kickoff button. So the way we modeled the system is there's an attempted action and there's an outcome, either success or failure. So in this sequence, we're going to have player number 11 take the tap and pass the ball to player number 15. To capture that sequence, you simply tap 11 and you tap player 15. You'll notice that the ball is at 15's feet. So that lets us know that she's in possession of the ball. There's directional arrows at midfield, which signify what phase of play we're in. So at the moment, we're in the attacking phase of play because we control the ball. Now, suppose you want to score a give-and-go sequence that results in a shot over the net. Let's do that. 15's going to play the ball to 8 and get it back and have a shot over the goal. To capture that sequence, we simply tap 8, tap 15, and tap the end line icon above our opponent's goal. At this point, we have to tell the system if it was a shot, pass, or dribble. If the ball hit the end line as a shot, as a pass, or as a dribble. As I said, it was a shot, so we're going to hit the shot button. If an opponent deflected the ball and it went over the end line, it's our corner kick. So we tap the corner. But for now, let's say it didn't strike an opponent and it went clear over the net. That results in the opponent's goal kick. You tap on the pulsing 6-yard marker that signifies the opponent's goal kick. Now, the directional arrows turn red. The lights come on behind our goalkeeper, signifying we're in the defending phase of play. Now, to win the ball back, we tackle it, we disrupt it, we intercept it, or we block a shot. To score a missed tackle, you simply tap the player who was involved in the missed tackle. In the action cast, you'll see lost tackle by number 9. Let's say 26 dives in and misses a tackle as well. You'll see the same text readout, lost tackle by 26. Let's say number 13 disrupts the ball, which hampered the opponent enough to make some sort of a mistake, allowing player number 31 to intercept the ball. To capture that sequence, you tap 13, you hit the disrupt button, you tap 31, you tap the intercept button. Go to the game cast and you'll see disruption by 13, ball intercepted by 31. The ball flies in, sits at 31's feet. The directional arrows at midfield turn green and point to the opponent's goal, signifying we are in the attacking phase of play. Okay, let's score a pass now that fails. 31 tries to find number 23, but the pass gets cut out by an opponent. Simply tap the intended receiver and tap the pass failed button. Turnovers are being tracked by our system. Right now, the system has the turnover defaulting in the middle third of the field. Why is it the middle third of the field? Because number 23 is a midfielder. She's part of our 4-member midfield line. So imagine if we were in their end and 31 played the ball to 23 and she lost it up in this area. Well, that would be in the attacking third, so you simply tap the attacking button, which now gives the turnover by third of the field accurately. The ball disappears. The directional arrows at midfield change to red. We are now in the defending phase of play. We need to win the ball back. 26 is going to disrupt the ball. Not enough to knock the opponent off her game, and she's going to take a shot, and 31 is going to block the shot. To capture that sequence, you tap 26, you tap disrupt, you tap 31, you tap block shot. Let's say the ball's still at the opponent's feet, and she takes a shot at our goal. And our goalie handles the ball. We tap the red circle button with the X in it, and let's say our goalie controlled that ball. We tap save and control, which tells us there was a shot on goal by the opponent, saved and controlled by our goalkeeper. So now, the green directional arrows at midfield are pointing at the opponent's goal, signifying we are in the attacking phase of play. Our passes are first line, second line, third line, and lofted air pass. Let's say our goalie passes the ball to number 15 and splits opponents. That is what's known as a third line pass. To capture that sequence, we tap number 15, we tap the 3 button, indicating a third line pass was completed to player number 15. So, the system defaults to a first line pass unless it's overridden by a second line pass, third line pass, or third lofted air pass. A first line pass is a safe pass. It neither bypasses nor splits opponents. A second line pass bypasses opponents but does not split them. A third line pass splits opponents and is considered the deadly pass. Those are the passes we want our kids looking to make and complete because they're the passes that do the most damage to the opposition. So in that last sequence, our goalkeeper sent a second line pass to our midfielder number 15. Number 15 is going to take somebody on the dribble and try to pass to number 8, but she passes out of bounds. To capture that sequence, you tap number 15. You'll see dribble by 15. She tries to pass to number 8, but the ball goes out of bounds. We have directional arrows on all the out of bounds bumpers. What does that mean? Well, if our player hit the ball, if an opponent hit the ball, we would maintain possession and we would hit the green arrow. But in this sequence, player number 15 passed the ball directly out of bounds without hitting anybody. That means we lost the ball on the pass, signifying a turnover, and we click the red directional arrow. The readout will tell you we've lost possession and the opponent has the throw in. Now imagine number 22 intercepts the ball on the throw in. To score that sequence, we tap number 22 and we tap the interception button. The ball flies in to number 22's feet. The directional arrows change at midfield to green, signifying we're in the attacking phase of play. We're going to goal. Right now, I'm going to stop talking and just complete some actions on the field while you watch. Now, in addition to passing, we're tracking first touch turnovers by the receiving player or the targeted player of the pass. Imagine if this sequence, number 13, receives the ball in the air, controls it, dribbles an opponent, and passes to number 26, who loses the ball on the first touch. To score that action, you don't need to do anything but tap number 13, where she dribbles an opponent and beats her. You tap 26, you give it a quality. It was a third line pass to 26. 26 lost it on the first touch, so you tap first touch loss. Again, the default is the turnover by the line in which the ball was played to, which is 26. She's a midfielder. But let's say she received the ball in the defending third of the field. We can override the default and say she lost her first touch in the defending phase and in the defending third of the field. The ball disappears, the directional arrows turn red, they point at our goal, and we have entered the defending phase of play. In this sequence, number 31 is going to disrupt the play and the ball is going to go out of bounds by the opponent. We capture that action by saying disruption by 31 and just tapping the out of bounds bunker. Now, it went out on the opponent, so we're going to tap the green arrow. The next thing you do is select the player taking the throw in. Most of the time it's the wingback, the fullback. So you tap the player taking the throw. In this case, it's number 13. And she's going to throw it to 26 and get the ball back. We've just captured that action successfully on the field. In our system, we have the ability to track every single throw-in and its outcome, and where the turnover occurred, and where the maintaining of possession occurred. So now we're in the attacking phase of play again. Green arrows are pointing at the opponent's goal. We're going to score a goal. So in that sequence, 26 passed to 13, who passed to 26 passed to 23, who passed to 9. 9 took a first-time shot, scored a goal. To resume play, it's the opponent's ball. You click the red directional arrow. When the referee blows his or her whistle, you click the kickoff button, and we're in the defending phase of play. Real quick, we're going to go to the times matrix. At the top of the times matrix, you see the possession time in actual minutes and seconds and in percentage terms. You're going to see the total playing time of each player. You're going to see their playing time at the current shift. And you're going to see their actual possession of the ball. These are indexable. So if you click on that, you can see our player number 15 has been on the ball 1 minute 50 seconds, which is artificial because I was probably talking when the ball was at her feet. But for most of these players, they only have it for a fraction of time, which is a great teaching tool. At the end of a game, in a 70 or 90-minute game, you'll be able to show your players, hey, you only come into possession with the ball for a short amount of time, which means you're running off the ball most of the game to get into position to receive it. We see also that number 9, Adelaide, has a goal to her credit. And I'll show you how to do a substitution in a moment. We're in the defending phase of play. We're going to do a couple missed tackles and a shot on our goal. Let's say our goalkeeper put a hand on it and knocked it by the post. We tap the end line. It signifies their corner. You tap the pulsing corner in which they're taking their corner from. We're still in the defending phase of play, and now we have to win it. Next sequence, number 5 is going to head the ball to number 12. So in this sequence, you tap 5, you tap interception, number 22. Number 22 has the ball, and we resume play. So you get the idea of how actions are scored as you're watching the game in real time. In the next video, I'll show you how the results can be punched up in real time and what the data can tell you.